Okay, so Gotham, seasons 4 and 5, the end. Um, yeah, it was the story. It was getting way out of hand, and they needed to end it because they were running out of places to go. They just kept introducing every character ever, and like, and it's like, seriously, you need to have 6 million characters at once while you're trying to develop all these other storylines, and you were just overcrowding yourself, and then finally they have to wrap it up in a truncated season, um, obviously because things were going sideways, and they wanted to do something else, and we won't get into that. Don't do spoilers, but they concluded the series. Let's just leave it at that. That's not a secret because the show's over. And were the characters acceptable, believable? Some, yes. Some actions just made no sense. And there were like these awkward pauses that were like after they shouldn't have been awkward and things like that. And it just seemed like they were trying way too hard to do nothing. And they did nothing very well. And I don't know. It just there was like a whole lot of weird, inexplicable scenes, which like contradicted themselves and called pretty much almost breaking the fourth wall in some respects. But they're actually doing it, but they're showing their disdain for what they were doing in some cases. And I'll leave it at that because obviously I don't want to spoil what season or what episode and what scenes in particular I was discussing. But there are these moments you get. And with the Hollywood climate the way it is, some of them are kind of acceptable, but the fact that the scene existed inexplicably and sort of tastelessly, that one of these in particular, that it was really bizarre. Um, and yeah, it threw that whole episode out of whack. It's like, what was this even all about? And it had no purpose, and it was never further explained, and it just sort of existed for the statement, maybe, of whatever, just for some random sub thing that maybe they thought was going to go somewhere else, and then afterwards just decided not to go there. Who knows? But whatever it was, it shows a complete lack of construct and planning in the series in many respects. They just really didn't know what to do, and they just kept throwing everything into the frying pan and hoping to make goulash, and they just basically made compost. Pity.